Good evening, everybody. We're out here in beautiful, sunny San Diego, Pacific Beach to be specific. We're out here spreading the great love and word of Andrew Yang and his incredible platform of the UBI, Freedom Dividend, Democracy Dollars, and about 100 more detailed policies on his website. We're just gauging people, trying to see what's going on in people's minds, thoughts, feelings.
Do I?
You're live.
Okay. I wish I did know the song.
No, you're just like...
How's it going?
Hey,
Out in San Diego, beautiful day.
and what is your name?
My name is Brett.
Brett.
Brett Timms.
Good to meet you.
Been Superfoods. Pleasure running into you.
Good to see you. My name is Levin. We're just here spreading the word about Andrew Yang. And apparently, when I talked to you about it, you're like, you already know about the guy.
For sure.
So if you don't mind me asking, like, how did you hear about him, and what was your first impression?
Well, I've just been seeing his name pop up more and more. I follow a lot of podcasts. Offhand, I can't think of what podcast he was on, but he knows a lot of the wheelers and dealers in the world, and I respect that he takes his time to think about stuff, and it just seems that he's willing to listen to people, and I kind of resonate with his vibe, to a degree.
Yeah, he does listen, and he's an entrepreneur himself. So if I could ask, what do you think is going well? Like one thing you think is going well in the business world, and one thing you think sucks.
Okay, so I would say I'm hopeful, or some things that are going well, that human consciousness, people are kind of opening their minds up and not staying in the box, and kind of listening to different voices like us, kind of opening up to each other. And what was your second?
What do you think is not working well right now?
Not working well, I would say situations like this, me not talking to you, we should be able to ad lib and kind of communicate and just let it go,
What about your company? I heard you say like spirituality, human consciousness. Mm-hmm. Is that something that, because your Forbidden Superfoods sounds a bit spiritual.
Yes.
Could you speak a little to that?
Yes, so there's a lot of angles I could take at it. So kind of look at it, there's a lot of forbidden knowledge when it comes to food. So we're trying to teach people about superfoods. A lot of people are waking up that you don't need to go and Jack in the Box, that you take some of these superfoods that have perhaps 10 plus nutrient values to them. Like a vitamin C will just kind of offer that. If you have a goji berry, it's going to do various things. So it's just we're just trying to get the information out there, or it's kind of just share some healthy recipes that taste good. So it's just trying to do my part.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. And how important is it for you that Andrew Yang is an entrepreneur himself? Does that make him kind of elevate him in your mind at all?
Oh yes, exactly. So as entrepreneur, he might understand the way I think, vice versa, might be able to understand the way he thinks. And as entrepreneur, it does take a lot of thinking, late in the night, early in the morning, and it's not always the easiest days. And I just feel like he's a brilliant mind, and when there's brilliant minds out there, we got to listen.
Hello, everybody. Zach Giannino here with Dano. We're here in San Diego, California. Want to kind of talk about where his state of mind is in today's society. So what do you think the biggest issues facing our country today is?
Getting rid of Donald Trump.
Getting rid of Donald Trump. So that's a very, I think there's a lot of people that would agree with you. Why do you think Donald Trump got elected in the first place?
Hillary screwed up.
Why do you think she may be screwed up?
I don't know, all that email bullshit, it was stupid, but she let it get the best of her.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on Andrew Yang?
I like him.
Okay.
I wish he had a chance to win, but I don't think he does.
Interesting.
I don't even think he has a chance for the nomination.
Why do you think that? Just out of curiosity.
The polls now.
Okay. Do you think the polls are a good marker of the way things can turn out?
That's kind of all we got, isn't it?
That is a good point. I think what sticks in my mind is everyone thought Trump was a joke and was never going to get anywhere close and was polling at 2%, 1%. And the debates went on and there was slow traction, but his momentum stayed.
Okay, so you're saying miracles could happen and Andrew Yang could make it?
Absolutely.
Okay, he can mail me my $1,000. That's okay.
Yeah, every month.
Oh, it's every month?
Every single month.
Oh, okay, good. Then I'll vote for him.
Yeah, do you know why? But do you know how we pay for it, though? That's got to be the biggest question, right? How do we pay for something like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, everything has to come from taxes, so.
And you know who's paid zero in federal taxes?
I'd like to see those tax returns, okay?
Right.
Everybody would. Everybody would.
Oh, you're talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I was talking about Amazon. Amazon and Netflix and Facebook.
I'm talking about Trump's tax returns.
Okay.
Wonder what he pays, if anything.
Yeah, that would be insightful. I'm sure there's a lot of connections there. Well, you know what? What was your name again? Sorry.
Dano.
Dano, it was a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for your time today.
Hello. So we were just out here interviewing people, and this lovely young lady skates by on her board, gives us a shout out, and we know that she has a.
Ooh, let's go, math hat. This is the first day I'm actually wearing it.
Really?
Yeah, I just got it.
Yeah, I just got this delivered yesterday.
Nice, yeah.
I have another one that I got signed by him.
That's so cool. Dude, Andrew Yang. Okay, let's get to the real stuff though. Value added tax, like that's why I'm voting for Andrew Yang. I'm not even kidding. You want to tax corporations? You want there to be income inequality? Value added tax. They get taxed at every step of the production line. Like economically, I'm actually trying to go for equality, and like just from like my standpoint, I'm really into economics and business. That was like my major. I haven't seen a politician like that. I've like never donated in my life, and then I hear Andrew Yang and I'm like, okay, like this guy actually makes sense. There's policies, there's solution. I love that he doesn't deal with identity politics. So many of the candidates right now are just into identity politics. I mean, like Trump, I love it.
Gridlock.
It's just this hatred, and it's polarizing, and it's bad for the nation. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of conservatives, you need to take their vote into account. They're human beings. Like it's ridiculous. And when they look at a candidate and they're already kind of trained to hate them, it's like, oh, I don't want to put names right now, but there's candidates that conservatives are just triggered to, like, oh, socialist. Da, da, da. I think that Yang doesn't have a lot of that controversy surrounding him. If you look at his policies, they're not super. Like a lot of them are bipartisan, and he's taking, I don't know, solutions from both parties. I'm just really into Andrew Yang.
Yes, I love your energy. You're the first person that we talked to that's like, yay, value-added tax. That's what I want.
That's actually, no, value-added tax. I'm being completely serious because, like,
I love it.
Policies like, how are you going to pay for this? Like, honestly, the universal basic income, I think it's going to be it's going to be necessary with automation, all that rhetoric. But to be honest, like, it's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen even in the next election cycle. But like, the value-added tax can actually start moving. I don't know. That's what's going to actually implement economic equality, in my opinion. Sorry, I just like took that from you.
Definitely. No, it's all about you anyway. I'm just here to ask the questions to stoke the conversation, and you just made my job like way easy.
Let's go.
And as you probably know, one of his flagship proposals is the freedom dividend of $1,000 a month to every American citizen over the age of 18. Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay, so yeah, that's one of his flagship policies, because as a technologist, he understands we're going to automate away about 30% of all jobs in the next 10, 15 years, and that we've already done a number on manufacturing jobs. About 4 million of them were lost in the Midwest. And he looked into the data and found that all those states where the most manufacturing jobs were lost are the states that went to Trump, that were the swing states that went to Trump. And so as somebody who knows about the economic underlying causes for a lot of the surface level issues that we see, like racism and identity politics, he really just sees it as an expression of economic distress. And I think, how does that sound to you, the policy of giving every person $1,000 a month? What's your first impression when you hear about that?
Well, of course, we it'd be good if everyone's treated equally, that we all have money in our pockets. Theoretically, it sounds good, and a person that has empathy would want everyone in the world to live a good life. So it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and like as an entrepreneur, what he said, like a lot of times when I talk to people about it, they're like, well, then what incentivizes people to work? And won't that, cost too much and slow down our economy? And usually my response would be, if everybody has disposable income, that'll benefit small businesses. And it's important for businesses to have customers with enough money to make use of their services. For sure. Right? So that's one way that it'll benefit. And the other thing I think that he has that will really benefit small businesses is Medicare for all. Mm-hmm. Do you have employees in your business?
So right now it's me and my lady grinding away 8 days a week, 25 hours a day, I'm sorry. And we're just, trying to get out there. My friend Chris is kind of helping us on the side, and just I'm learning the harder I work, the more that pays off. The lazy days I have, nothing really progresses, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, just grinding away all day for now,
Yeah, so I guess you don't have to deal with payroll and benefits at your current stage.
Exactly, yeah, it's gonna get at that point, but yeah, not at this stage, yeah, right. Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, appreciate the chat.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to share?
No.
All right.
We're vibing, and we're just kind of, using our freedom of speech and just
Yep.
vibing.
Appreciate it, brother.
Okay. All right, man.
Okay. What would be interesting? What do you most want people to know about you?
About me? Yeah. That I'm an Andrew Yang supporter and you should vote for Andrew Yang? That's like Yang math. Oh, can we put a sticker on my sticker?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I'm trying to
so
look, no stickers at all. I want an Andrew Yang sticker. Right here.
You should get one of these too.
Oh,
Doesn't he have the best slogans?
He does have the best slogans. I think like math, make America think harder. That's I didn't even know it was an acronym, but now when I found that out, I was like, I loved it even more. Like, so if you see math hats, oh my God, sorry. But if you see math hats, it's make America think harder, and we're not doing enough of that right now. So.
And humanity first. Oh, so good, right? All right. And not left, not right, forward. Oh my God. That's a 1-2-3 punch, like zingers. Make America think harder, humanity first, not left, not right, forward. What else you got? He's also a skater. Did you guys notice that? Did you see that video of him skating?
No, is he really?
Yeah,
I like him so much more now. I like his policies, but like he's so nerdy. Like who doesn't love him?
He's adorable.
This is the best.
He's a family man. He's just like, it's unreal. This guy's unreal. He's a once in a lifetime candidate. I'm getting a camper van built, and when it's done, I'm driving to Iowa, and I'm gonna put my winter coat on, and I'm gonna go door knocking in Iowa.
That's crazy. Wow.
Do you go to school around here?
No, actually, I'm on my lunch break right now. I work at a mortgage brokerage actually up there, Prospect Home Finance. If you need a refi, yeah, I'm the sales and marketing coordinator. So.
Cool. So you work in this neighborhood.
Yeah, I work
cool.
about 3 blocks up.
We could totally use more of your energy in the San Diego Yang Gang Facebook group.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know there's a Facebook group. I'm on Reddit. Reddit Gang. Yeah.
That's OG. Yeah, I'm all over Twitter, Reddit. I was hooked on it maybe like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed. It's not good.
It's good to stay informed. Is that how you found out about him? Is on Reddit?
I think.
Do you remember the first moment, the aha moment?
Yeah, it was when he was eating that turkey leg and he was trending, and then I started looking into his policies because he was being a meme. Yeah, and then I just looked into his policies. But when I heard his explanation of the value-added tax, that's honestly like I was like, okay, this guy's talking economic policy. Like, I'm down. Yeah, but I gotta go back to work. So.
Okay, well, you know what? Should we get your contact? Because we're gonna like stitch together these videos, and you probably would like a link. Yeah. Okay, and join us, and we'll do stuff. Yeah.
From which sounds
we're gonna spread the gospel.
Venture into new and uncharted land.
People that shook up, when I'm introduced as God.
Energetic, poetic and athletic. You know I get down and dirty when it's time to set it. I'm tearing through, clean your scene like ammonia. I drown ya, flood 4 corners, the perimeter. I wonder, cause earthquakes, bolts and lightning. You couldn't test the one and only Mike Titan. Afura, now you hear it, now you know it. The body of the life force came forth just to show us. Crucial, lyrical style ain't what it used to. Microphone check 1, 2. I hit the atmosphere, give MCs visions of comets. Technique hit by force the earth, I hit and bomb it. Immaculate conception with the weapon, emitting mind-boggling forms to mental sections. Beats is cooked, bass burning like it's lava. Throwing shit together more iller than MacGyver. I never tire, spirit live like a wire. I came to let you know fantasies burn like desires. Before I go on this mic, I show pity. Coast to coast, I whirlwind through cities.